couple days, I decided to go ahead and do the angel card reading today. So I hope that everyone is enjoying the holiday weekend and that you've been able to spend some time off and with your family and friends and just enjoying the meaning behind what Easter brings to all of us, which is that no matter what's going on in our lives, we will and can rise again, right? So we're going to be using the Archangel Michael card deck today. And this is one of the decks that I've probably had the longest. I started working with this deck years ago when I first started to work with angel cards. And so I felt guided to use this deck today. And so I'm anxious as always to see what the cards have to show us. But I hope everyone's weathering the current energies with as much ease and grace as possible. As you know, and you may not or may not know, right? We just came out of a full moon. We're still in that energy. The full moon was today's Sunday, so it was yesterday, Friday into Saturday. And we're still navigating Mercury retrograde. So I encourage you, if you're not on my Facebook page, to like Stacie Tatera-Milwaukee Medium on Facebook, because I do post articles and information to help you better navigate some of the energies that are going on. And it just helps you have an understanding of why you might be feeling the way you are, why things may feel a little wonky, why they may feel like really good right now. Either way, I'm doing what I can to just help you and educate you on the energies. So first card, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Second card, midweek. Third card into the weekend. So let's see what Archangel Michael has to say. Great cards. First card's great. Have confidence. This is a very important message. And, one of the things that I find interesting is that I do work with kids and teenagers of all ages. And this is a message that I really find I share with my own daughters, as well as some of the kids that I work with, but also all of us. And what Archangel Michael is asking us, because if you're not familiar with Archangel Michael and his energy, he just brings forth a very strong, protective, but very loving energy. But he's also very to the point and forward with how he wants to work with you. And so he's very strong. And from that strength, he's asking you to draw confidence within yourself. Sometimes we just don't look at ourselves as overly confident. We don't view ourselves as strong or leaders. And some of us may not be that leader type of individual, but in your own way, you have strengths. And so Archangel Michael reminds us that no matter what's going on in your life, and I feel like this is around making decisions, have confidence, trust your intuition, trust the information you're getting, and trust your instincts. When you have confidence, and you can see on this card, there's he's wearing armor, there's a sword and shield, meaning that you're protected in those decisions that you're making, and that you're protected in being confident and moving forward with confidence in no matter what you're facing in your life. Again, if it's relationships or even, around a job situation, starting something new, don't ever lose that confidence that you have within yourself. The other thing I'm getting is self-worth and self-love, which is always a very, very, very relevant message for every single one of us. We can always work on having that self-love and that self-confidence. So the reminder is to remain confident and remain strong in no matter what's going on in your life right now. Eternal love. What's interesting about this card, and on these cards is interesting, it's not so much that there's a message on the card, it's a prayer. So it says, help me perceive all of the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe receiving, expressing, and giving love. And so this really is a card to let you know that first and foremost, and I kind of approach this from the medium perspective, as I'm a psychic medium, love is eternal. It never dies because we never die. We are energy, and we just shift and transition into a different space, dimension, energy, what we would call heaven or the other side. And so the first message I'm getting is that your loved ones are saying, we love you. Your loved ones that have transitioned or made their journey to the other side. that love is eternal. No matter what, you're always loved and supported. God always loves and supports you. The other message goes back to that confidence, and having confidence is that self-love, right? And how important it is to really feel good about who you are, and we are really good at judging ourselves and beating ourselves up about, what we haven't been able to do, or that we're not good enough, or the weight hasn't come off, or we're still not eating right, or the exercise program is a struggle, or I didn't get the promotion, or I'm not the best mom or dad or spouse or sister. You could go on and on and on and on and on and on. But this is, the message is, go easy on yourself and know that love is always the driving force behind everything. And when you have self-love for yourself and you have that love with that confidence, and I say this often, it's a game changer. It can help shift your life. You manifest easier. You draw people in that are healthy into your space, whether it's friendships, relationships. Things just improve. So it's the other thing I'm getting to is it's about receiving love. Sometimes we don't think we're worthy of receiving love. And this message is reminding you, you are worthy. If you're in a relationship that you're like, this is too good to be true. This person is really nice and he or she understands me. Accept that as the gift. Accept that you're worthy of receiving, and that, it's okay to accept and receive that gift. So again, we're having confidence. We're understanding the strength and importance of eternal love, that it never dies, and how important it is for us to love ourselves as well as those around us. Really quick, when we're young, we're taught we have to love, respect, be kind, and it's for the people around us. They teach us that as children. And so what's interesting is we're taught how to treat everyone else, but we're not really taught how to treat ourselves with love, kindness, and respect. And so I feel like this message kind of brings that in as well with this eternal love card. Okay? So the third card is admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. So this card, be honest with yourself. If there's a situation that you've been in that does not feel good to you, that is not in alignment, you need to trust that. I ran into a friend actually just last night, and we were talking about a job that she's in, and she hasn't been in the job for a year yet, and she's like, I'm not happy, I don't like this job. And so she's really she's like, I gotta go do something else where I know I'm gonna be happier. And that's what's important. She is like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I potentially could feel like I'm failing, or she could judge herself, but she's like, nope, I just want to do things career-wise that are going to make me happy. I can provide for myself, my family. And so she really kind of looked at the truth of the matter and said, this isn't working. I don't care if it's 6, 9, 12 months or 2, 5, 10 years. It's not working. So it's admitting the truth to yourself. It's being honest, being authentic, and allowing yourself to just say, this doesn't work for me anymore. And knowing that that's okay. We tend to get caught up, especially in relationships, where we don't want to let things go. And we know in our heart it's not a good thing for us to do anymore. It's just like, in any area, like with drinking, alcohol, sometimes it's like, I know this isn't a good thing for me, but I'm going to keep doing it anyway. Relationships, toxic relationships. It's okay to be honest and say, this does not work for me anymore. In order to help myself grow and expand and be the best version of myself, I'm going to need to step away from this person, this habit, this relationship, this job, this self-sabotaging thoughts. Those are all things that you can be truthful about and say, they're not working for me anymore. And it's being honest about, things that are working. Like, you know what? This works for me. This doesn't. This is the path I'm going to take. So what Archangel Michael says is act accordingly. Don't sit on it, right? Don't think, well, let me think about it for another 6 months to a year. No, act on it. Be honest. Don't be afraid. So really great messages this week. And I feel like, you know, one of the things about Archangel Michael and his cards, is that he is very honest, and he can be kind of in your face, but in a really loving way. That's just his energy. And I've worked with him as an angel reader, an angel intuitive for a lot of years. And I just love his approach, and these cards really embrace that. So this week, we're digging in again, right? We're digging in, we're trying to shed and get rid of what doesn't serve us, but at the same time, build our own strength and our own confidence, but doing it through love, doing it in a way that is healthful for us, being able to cut cords and ties from things that don't serve us our highest good. And like I said, everybody has something or some things this does not work for me anymore. It just doesn't. And I know I've done it for the last 20 years, but I can't do it anymore. And the other thing they're saying is you cannot be concerned about how other people will judge you based on you admitting your truth. Your truth is your truth. It's no one else's. And so we tend to get really caught up in being judged. What is my mom going to say? What are my friends going to do? If it makes you happy and it's coming from a high intention, well-intentioned, highest good, heart space, you cannot go wrong. You do the best you can with what you know. And when you know more, you do better, right? It's constantly learning. So the other piece I'm getting is about judgment. It's about still acting out on your truth and being your authentic self regardless of what other people have to say about it. I always tell my daughters, because they're young and, you know, it's 14 and 11 and there's a lot of drama with friends. And I always tell them what other people think about you is none of your business. Okay. And I can't, Maya Angelou might have said that. I'm not sure. I can't claim that one. But when you're honest and authentic, don't worry about what other people think or say or the judgment around it. It's super important. And they're like, you know, as I'm giving these messages, they're in my ear and they're like, talk about this. So I absolutely needed to bring that up. So great cards this week. And I hope that there's some messages that will resonate for you. And when I do these cards, they always, you know, resonate for me too. So fantastic. As a reminder, June 1st, Mike Pazorski and I will be at the Crown Plaza over on the south side of Milwaukee for Evening with Spirit. It's a gallery reading event. Tickets are on sale on eventbrite.com. You can search Stacie, Tatera, or Mike Pazorski, and the event will come up. But it's also as an event on my Facebook page, and the link is listed in there, and it's also on the homepage on my website, milwaukeemedium.com. So please, you know, if you're interested in being in an environment where you're receiving messages from Spirit, it's a very uplifting, very amazing kind of evening. We would love to see you. I will be on vacation starting Wednesday. I will be back on Monday, the 16th of April, to deliver your next angel card reading. So that's why I wanted to get this done before the next couple days, because it's super busy with work and kids and packing and getting out of here, because we're flying to Florida, and then we'll be cruising the Eastern Caribbean on a Disney cruise, which is one of our favorite things to do. So I wish all of you a very happy spring break if you're on break, and that you enjoy wherever it is that you've traveled to. And I send my love to each of you today on Easter. Easter is always a very special time for me personally because of my connection with Jesus, and I hope you feel as connected to him. It's just the miracle of really, you know, him rising and really kind of going back to that faith piece and trusting. And there's a lot, and I could probably talk another 10 minutes on that, but I won't do that today. But I hope you feel just the warmth and the energy of the love that Spirit has for you, because they do, and it goes back to that eternal love card that came up this week. So blessings to you. If you're Greek, then it's Greek Easter next weekend, so I need to give a shout out to all my Greek folks because they have some very great family Greek friends, Christos Aneste. And, you know, I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. So thank you for tuning in. Stacie Tatera, MilwaukeeMedium.com. Thank you so much. Have a blessed week. Take care.